I'm Jenny Brown and my practice is JBS Financial Strategists.
Okay, so it's your own business, Jenny?
It's my own business.
How long have you had your business?
24 years.
24 years, okay, so you've been in the industry a little while.
Been here a long while. Some call me an old lifey, but don't know how that goes.
Well, we'll find out one day. So what happened to Jenny Brown more than 24 years ago? What were you doing before you entered the financial services industry?
Well, it's actually quite interesting because I was in advertising, media planner buyer. My dad was in advertising before that, and so it was what I knew. And I was working for a large advertising agency, and we had the recession we had to have of Paul Keating's back in 1990. I got made redundant along with 15% of the company, and so couldn't get a job. Answered an ad to sell life insurance. Here I am, 24 years later.
24 years later, do you think you're selling life insurance still, or has your message matured? Has the industry matured?
Absolutely. Look, message has matured, the industry's matured. We are now a profession. I really do believe that we are. And in my view, it's all about adaptive change, and it's taking the opportunities that you've got today and working with them and working how you can actually make a difference to your clients' lives, provide advice and keep innovating and changing what you're doing to make things better for both ourselves, our clients and also the team.
Jenny, you're a former AFA Advisor of the Year award winner. Therefore, you're already a very successful advice practitioner and your business owner as well. What other goals have you set yourself to achieve as an advisor or as an advice business?
It's a really interesting question. So, we break down, I've got long-term goals and then break them right down. So we have 90-day plans at JBS, and every 90-day plans then we review, we look at, did we hit them, did we make our targets? And they may not be monetary and growing or new clients. It might be making a difference, those 1%ers that actually can make a difference in our clients' lives. It's the I love you calls, it's all of that sort of stuff that keeps helping myself and also the team grow and achieve. And what's happened as a result of having those short goals is that the business has just gone from strength to strength.
Fantastic.
And that's what I love.
So from a professional perspective, you're still motivated to get up out of bed in the morning?
Absolutely. I wouldn't do what I do, and I wouldn't want to keep talking to clients and the team and running a business and giving back to this wonderful profession if I didn't love what I do and want to keep getting out of bed every morning.
From the tone of your responses, it's obvious that you've got a very optimistic outlook for you and for your own business. What's your outlook for the financial services industry as a whole? And what might be some of the challenges advisors might be facing in the future?
It's an interesting question. I think that people need to look outside the square. So it's like that old, draw 9 dots without taking your pen off the paper. You actually got to think laterally and outside the square, and you've got to be prepared to make change to actually grow. And I'd like to hope that most advisors out there can actually look at where they're at, look at what they're doing, and really sit back and say, well, I can make a difference, and I really do want to make a difference in our clients' lives. And by doing that, by coming to conferences, by travelling, by talking to people, by reading, by learning, by further education, that you can actually make a difference. And we've got 2 large problems at the moment with life insurance framework, and we've also got professional standards. And I think with professional standards, that's going to be that sleeping giant that's going to catch a lot of advisors unawares. And if they haven't gone back to study, it's going to be really tough. So as a profession, we need to help them get from where they are today to where they need to be so that they actually can keep going.
Okay, but just to clarify, you've called life insurance framework and professional standards problems. Surely they're more issues rather than problems. They're issues to be addressed for the purpose of advancing the interests of advisors, the advice sector and the consumer?
Absolutely. And I say problems because a lot of advisors see them as problems. They are, you're quite right, they are issues that we do need to address, and we do need to provide a very clear pathway so that advisors can, really stay involved and keep looking after their clients.
All right, fine. Back to you. When you're not at JBS Financial, what are you doing? What else is in your life?
My husband and I have got a little retreat down in Sorrento on the Mornington Peninsula in Victoria. So we go down there with our golden retrievers and chill out. I got to say, it's the tracksuit, it's the runners, it's the thongs, it's the just don't talk to anybody, read a good book.
Sounds pretty daggy, Jenny.
Absolutely. Well, when you're in a high profile, fast-paced, busy, environment, whether it be in the practice or doing other things, within the profession, it's really good to take that time out to reflect and really chill, so that you can, re-energize yourself and rejuvenate to keep going.
Fantastic. What's in your future?
My future's an open book at the moment, so I'm really looking forward to really immersing myself back in JBS, having been the AFA National Vice President for the last 2 years. I'm still involved with the AFA, very much with the Inspire community. I've also taken on the MDRT Victorian Chair role. Love MDRT, been a member since 2000. So it's I guess there's that from the community point of view. And JBS are really looking forward to having me back almost full time again in the practice.
Fantastic, Jenny Brown. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Pete Sobels.